For 2 weeks after the Pahalgam attack, India waited patiently for the Pakistan administration to act against the terror groups operating on its soil. On the intervening night of the 6th and 7th May 2025, India decided to take matters in its own hands. And with the go ahead from the PMO, Indian Air Force, and Indian Army, took up Mission Sindoor, a project which was designed to do a surgical strike simultaneously at 9 places. With the go ahead from the Prime Minister's office, the Indian Air Force, and the Indian Army, on the intervening night of the 6th and 7th May, finally decided to go ahead and launch Operation Sindoor, a project which targeted surgical strikes on 9 places which are believed to be the terror hubs operating on the other side of the border. In a form of poetic justice, the terrorists who in Pahalgam had targeted men in front of their family members had taken away traditionally what is called the sindoor from their lives. The Indian Armed Forces in this surgical strike tried to ensure that Operation Sindoor at least build back the pride that these women had in their husbands or their family members whom they lost at the Pahalgam terror attack. For a long time, Pakistan has tried to build a narrative on communal divide in India and has always tried to project it where the minorities have been targeted in the past. And to make the message very strong, the Indian Armed Forces used services of two women officers of two separate religions to send a strong message to Pakistan. Wing Commander Vyomika Singh and Colonel Sofia Qureshi addressed the media on how the operations were carried out on the intervening night of 6th and 7th May, where 9 terrorist hideouts had been attacked.
To deliver justice to the victims of Pahalgam terror attack and their families. 9 terrorist camps were targeted and successfully destroyed.
मुजफ्फराबाद यह एक जैश ए मोहम्मद का स्टेजिंग एरिया है। यह हथियार, विस्फोटक और जंगल सर्वाइवल ट्रेनिंग का केंद्र भी था। गुलपुर कैंप कोटली यह एलओसी से 30 किलोमीटर दूर था। लश्कर-ए तोयबा का बेस था जो रजौरी पुंछ में सक्रिय था।
India stands united in its fight against terror. And though the repercussions of the surgical strikes on Pakistan border clearly show that Pakistan did retaliate, but this is something India has made very clearly that it has not attacked any military organizations of Pakistan in these surgical strikes, and the strikes were limited only to the terror bases which have been operating on the other side of the border. The retaliatory fire, some casualties were reported this morning, but Indians are gearing up for this challenge and say that this could be the final nail in the coffin of terror from across the border. As India stands united in its fight, very clearly every Indian owes a huge thanks to all the forces who did this surgical strike and ensured that justice was delivered. Jai Hind.